Hey guys, it's me, 80 Storm 44. Today, guys, we're recapping you guys USA 3 Honduras nil. Now, I know I'm a little late with this. Obviously, I understand that. And unfortunately, guys, like I said before, guys, I've just been really busy. This week in particular, this weekdays, I've been really busy, guys, with everything. And so, normally I'm not this busy, but for some reason this week, I've been extremely littered with assignments. And in particular, tomorrow, I have like several assignments due. So, it's just a shame. But anyways, getting back to this match, guys, we finally got a win. We finally got a big win, and it's against Honduras. Now, am I really surprised? With all due respect, no, I'm not surprised. I expected this. I expected us to win 2-0, and we ended up winning 3-0, which is even better. And like I said, the conditions and everything like that, it didn't really mean much in the end. We still got the job done. And like I said before, guys, this was never going to be a doubt whether we would win the match or not. It would just be whether or not we put a convincing performance. And I gotta say, we did put out a great display, a good display. But I still have some concerns, and I'll still get to that in a bit. But let's just go over the 11 that Greg Berhalter put out there. For me, I'd say this 11 was pretty solid, even with the rotation change, with the changes made. Well, obviously with Des being benched, I thought it was a big decision, but it wasn't necessarily because of him being bad. It was just more just because he needed some rest, that kind of thing. Then obviously Luca de Torre, he actually started this game, which I thought was a big surprise. I didn't expect that, to be honest with you. Jordan Morris actually started this game. Way I thought had a good game. Weah started, and obviously Pepe. So it was nice to see that Pepe actually started this match. So I'm glad to see that Berhalter finally decided to start him for this game. And like I said before, guys, this was just a game of Kellen Acosta. Kellen Acosta was pretty much the best player in the day. He was the best player in the day, created so many crosses in the box. And quite early on in the game, guys, we had that big chance. 8th minute of the game. Weston McKennie scores. Kellen Acosta puts inside the box. Weston McKennie's there for the header to make it 1-0. And yeah, man, very, very good indeed. And then obviously, Honduras did have some chances of their own, as you guys can see, but not really anything of much of note. And then obviously, 20 minutes later, Weah actually had a very good chance to make it 2-0. I believe the Honduras keeper saved it. Lopez, he made that one save, I believe. And then obviously Pepe made it close to 2-0 there, had a good chance there. And then finally Zimmerman, he scored, following another Kellen Acosta assist there. He had a really good game in particular, guys. I thought he had an amazing game in particular, Kellen Acosta there. He actually got the assist there. And then it was actually kind of bundled away from Walker Zimmerman. Like it didn't actually. Walker Zimmerman actually had to do some work to get into there, and then he just used his foot and cleverly got into bottom right to make it 2-0. Then at halftime, the Honduras, the manager decided, you know what, I'm just going to bring on a different goalkeeper. We're just going to bring on a different goalkeeper. I've not been happy with Lopez's performance, even though I thought he had a decent game. And then obviously he brought in Edric Menjivar, which actually was really interesting. He actually had a way better game. Interesting. He made 4 saves, which is really interesting. They made like 3 changes at halftime, which I thought was interesting. And then obviously, now I have to break to you guys this, and unfortunately sometimes this happens. I wasn't able to watch the second half. Like I said, guys, because of how busy I was, so I was only able to really watch the first half. So if there was any big opportunities, I didn't really get to see that, unfortunately. So if you guys could, please feel free to mention below in the comment section below. I'm assuming that we continue to dominate. I'm assuming that Weah still had a good game. Let me see how many shots he had in the game. He had 4 shots a game. Dang. Wow, that's crazy. How about Pepe in particular? He had 2 shots off target. What about Morris? I heard Morris had a good game. 1 shot. Yeah, McKennie was good as well. And I'm assuming it was a good performance. And so, yeah. And then obviously, guys, Christian Pulisic falling from a corner situation. Walker Zimmerman gets an assist there. And Christian Pulisic scores at minutes coming off the bench from 67th minute. And he scores to make it 3-0, from that corner there. And at this point, I'm like, yes, let's go. Weah got a yellow card there. And then Greg decided to do a triple change, bring on Jesus Ferrer, bring on Aronson, bring on Roldan. And as you guys can see, we did win the game quite comfortably indeed, 3-0. Like I said before, guys, in my pre-match preview, I wanted to see us actually put out a big win. I was hoping that we'd see a strong win. And while we did get a strong win, this does lead me to the negatives. Guys, I don't like us being reliant on set pieces. We simply, against the worst team in the CONCACAF qualifiers, we shouldn't just be scoring set pieces. We really shouldn't. And while it is good, like I said, it is nice to see us do score set pieces because we haven't really used set pieces much in the qualifiers, to be fair. But at the same time, it is kind of sad to see that if we didn't have those set pieces, if we didn't have Kellen Acosta in this game, would we have won this match? Like I said, I just don't know. And like I said before, guys, it's just very disappointing to see the U.S. having to rely on set pieces to beat Honduras. I find that very, very sad indeed. And it's interesting. Actually, Honduras in this game, to be fair to them, they were really good defensive. I thought defensively, when they weren't in set piece mode, they actually defended very well. So it wasn't as straightforward as we imagined to be. But like I said before, guys, we did get the job done, which was all that really matters. And like I said, it's a good win. It's a great win indeed. Eases off the pressure for Berhalter. And I just want to talk to you guys about some players in particular real quick. I thought, like I said, Colin Acosta, I thought had a good game. Zimmerman obviously had a good game. I would say McKennie had a great game. Way, I thought, had a good game. Robinson in particular, I thought he had a great game in particular. He obviously continues to deliver the crosses into the box. Very, very important player indeed. And then obviously I think Reggie Cannon had a good game as well. And overall, it was just a very, very solid performance. But like I said before, guys, it's interesting. Like I said, this is against Honduras. This is the worst team of the qualifiers. So I'm not really sure how much we could really read into how good we were, because obviously we were good. But like I said, the opposition really matters. Now for Christian Pulisic, let's discuss about him briefly. Isn't it interesting that every time he's been off the bench, he's actually managed to score goals? He's actually got a better goals output as a substitute than as a starting 11 player, which I find very, very interesting indeed. And I think only one game he was subbed on, which was against Jamaica, and which he didn't score. I think every other game he's came on as a substitute, he's managed to score, which I think is very, very interesting indeed. And like I said before, guys, I just think that Christian Pulisic right now, he's just struggling with Chelsea. Tuchel's not really been using him in his proper position. He's being played as a wing back and everything like that, and he's just not really having the confidence. And when you're being played as a wing back, as a winger, it's just not right. It's just really weird. And that's obviously where Pulisic wants to play as. I think he wants to play as a winger. And so, with this Chelsea situation being very, very unclear, and with Tuchel not really using him to his best degree, I think that's one of the reasons why we've seen him not very, very, very good for the US. I still think he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, I still think he's a quality player. But I just don't really think he suits the 4-3-3. I really don't think so. Because for me, the best performance you've seen in Christian Pulisic right now, guys, was the game against Northern Ireland, where I believe we played as a 3-4-3, and he played more centrally, and I would say that was where he played really well. I'd say he played really well, and he actually looked really dominant. Because in this 4-3-3, it just doesn't work. And I just feel like for me, whenever he's trying to do something, there's too many players around him. And like I said before, him going hero ball against Canada just didn't work. So, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I think Greg will still stick with the 4-3-3. I'm very much adamant with that. And, so like I said, guys, very, very good win indeed. Much needed win. And now for March fixtures, guys, the good news is that as long as we just beat Panama at home, it is a home match, keep in mind, which we've been very, very good in. I think we have won pretty much every single home match, barring the match against Canada. And I think that we have been very good. So, like I said before, guys, as long as we can beat Panama at home, we're good to go. And we'll get 3 points. Then we will qualify for the World Cup. So, like I said before, guys, as long as we beat Panama at home, which, it's a home game and everything, so we should be able to beat them. Although right now Mexico is actually not playing that well against Panama, but we know Mexico has been struggling a lot. And then we have those games against Mexico, road. That's going to be the first road game. And then we're going to play in the Azteca. And then we can play Costa Rica as the final match day. In which Costa Rica, guys, to my surprise, they've actually picked up 7 points. So Costa Rica, guys, are still in this hunt for qualifiers. And still hunt for the table. Let me just go show you guys the quick table real quick. As things stand real quick. Just to show you guys where everything is in perspective. And yeah, let me just go and show you guys. So as you guys can see, you guys, Canada is first with 25. They did beat El Salvador away 2-0. Obviously, we did win our match. Now, Mexico is currently drawing against Panama. I believe it's 0-0, right? Yep, it is 0-0. And we're getting to 85th minute. Oh, it's full time. Oh, wait, hold on. This is the wrong match. Mexico, Costa Rica. I was like, what the heck? No, that's not right. There's a game going on against Panama right now. I was like, okay, my bad. Yeah, they're still playing against Panama. We'll see if Mexico wins this match or not. So it'll be really, really interesting. You can see a play-by-play here, which is really interesting. So that's nice. And then obviously Panama's fourth right now, 18 points. And then obviously Costa Rica fifth, 16. El Salvador 9, Jamaica 7, and Honduras 3. So it's fair to say, guys, that these three nations are basically eliminated. Like, these three nations are basically out of this. They cannot qualify anymore because there's 3 games, 9 points. So, yeah, Jamaica is pretty much done. El Salvador is pretty much done. Honduras is done. So it's really Costa Rica, guys, are still in this, guys. Isn't it crazy that Costa Rica are still in this race to qualify, guys? It's crazy. So, like I said before, guys, very, very interesting. We'll see what happens, guys, and so that's pretty much about it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Like I said before, guys, if you have any additional talking points, let me know in the comment section below. Please comment on this video. Like this video as well. Helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new around here. Really helps the channel grow. Make sure you guys check out my other platforms. Listen to the description below. My Twitter, my Discord, my email, my Twitch. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.